All right, you guys. So technically, it's supposed to be Tea or Haven Tea Tuesday, and it's kind of Haven Tea Wednesday this week. I do apologize for that. I got to go see a house that I was really interested in renting, and yesterday was filled with a lot of errands and whatnot. Life kind of took over. So this week we're doing somebody had asked for a tea to help with like inflammation with something, joint inflammation like RA or rheumatoid arthritis, something that I will or already have. So I was definitely interested in making this tea because I can't speak today. All the women in my family get rheumatoid arthritis really, really bad. So what we're going to use this week is an herb that comes from Central and South America called cat's claw bark. You can either use the bark or the root. Let me try and open this. Hold on. So, it smells really woodsy. It really just is bark, but a lot of the properties are in the bark. So, just like last week, we're going to do 2 teas. One with just the cat's claw bark, and one with the bark, a little bit of the black tea like we did last week, and I'm going to put in a little bit of mugwort just for my own self because it's that time of year where, again, I'm getting sick, and mugwort's really good for that. So, 2 birds, 1 stone. So, since I did a lot of explaining last week, this week's just going to be making the teas. It's probably going to be like that unless something pops up. So that's really hard to say 5 times fast. Cat's claw is fantastic for a lot of uses. It's been really, it has been researched in terms of rheumatoid arthritis, inflammation, joint pain. It hasn't been extensively looked at, but it has been studied where I think out of 50 studies, 40% of them said that it's either 50 studies and 40% or 40 studies and 50%. I can't remember because I am horrible at numbers. Regardless, the study was done and either close to half or over half of the people that use this tea or used cat's claw in general to help with the inflammation said that it worked. So, you don't have to do this part. I'm doing it. It's force of habit for me. By all means, you don't have to use a pestle and mortar for this. So, yes, I'm doing this mostly one-handed. Yes, I'm still heating up water. But I just want to see if I can get some of these pieces a little bit smaller. So I didn't find a lot on how to grow this, mostly because it is a plant that's grown in Central and South America. It grows best down there. I obviously ordered this to be delivered. It's just a packet. Like, this is a huge... That much is cat's claw. It's going to take me a minute to go through this. I still need to actually get it in its jar. So we're going to prop this up. Hopefully better than I had it last week. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. So, I'm going to use our tea bag. Same ones I've had because, like I said, I've got a gazillion million of them. I really just crushed them up because there were some chunks in here. You can just put this one straight to the tea bag, kind of like the lemon balm. This one a little bit more so because it's literally bark. But I had some huge chunks in there. Oh, don't go by there. Whew. A little hot. I kind of forgot to heat my tea up or my water up before I started this, so, whoops. Also, you guys don't have to have a kettle. In case anybody was wondering, you don't have to have a kettle. I got this kettle for, I think it was a birthday present, so I use it whenever I make tea, because why the hell not? So, this is more than enough for a bag of tea. So I think most of these teas are going to be like, hey, use this herb, soak it in hot water for 10, 15 minutes. So I'm probably going to be making 2 teas almost every time unless I need to mix it with something. Like I find a recipe that says specifically to. So this one is done. This is probably going to be the easiest one since it's bark. So there we go. Cat's claw. Stick that in one. So the second one I said I was going to mix the bark with black tea like I did the lemon balm. And I'm going to put some mugwort in for my own personal self, because it's that time of year. I am not from the South. I live in the South. I hate living in the South because I catch colds about before I start whistling. I catch colds really easy down here. Always have. So cat's claw, I'm going to add just a little bit of mugwort. Not need a lot. Not to mention it's a pain in the neck to get out of this bottle I put it in. These are the only bottles I had when I got this, so I'm going to need a toothpick to pry these little suckers out. I recently just got a bunch of larger jars, so my mugwort will be going in there instead. There we go. A little bit of this in there. I may end up doing a tea that uses a lot of mugwort, so I'm not going to go over it a whole lot right now. It's just really good for immune stuff, and I use it a lot when I feel like I'm getting sick, or if I feel like I'm already sick. This is that same black tea I used last week. I only used half of it, so there's the other half of it gone. I got some cat's claw around me. I'm not gonna lie, cat's claw apparently is very messy. So the whole reason I'm gonna do it with this one is so I can mix it all together and not just have like black tea on the top. And the mugwort kind of sticks together, so I want to get that broken up. There's a big chunk. If you're gonna mix them with something else, probably doing this would be helpful, because now it's like really mixed. I don't know if you can see that very well, but sometimes I just use a mortar and pestle because it's easier to mix stuff than just trying to do it in a bowl. You can squish it and then it kind of mixes on its own because you get it flat. So, this might be one of the easier teas I make, I'm not gonna lie. The lemon balm required like cutting it, and then I wanted to squish it in there because leaves that are fresh have juice in them, and I wanted a lot of that to come out, and I wanted to open it up. This one, not so much. And mugwort, I don't really have to grind that much because it's kind of already ground when I bought it. So I'm realizing you guys may not know where to buy some of these teas, since I don't have a lot to talk about right now. Obviously, your local mystic shop should have quite a few of the herbs I'm going to be talking about. I know mine does. Mine does have a section where you have to have like a prescription to be able to get it, just because I've had so many issues with people taking these herbs and misusing them. If that's the case, like it is with me, Etsy is actually a fantastic place to get herbs. That's where I got, actually in the mugwort I got from my store. That's where I got the cat's claw. I actually got a much larger bag of already ground lemon balm leaves off of Etsy. My valerian root I got off there, and they're super cheap because most people will have their own plants and they just get them and they grind it up and sell it. And I mean, a plant can yield crap ton, so Etsy's a fantastic place to get it. I think the cat's claw was $3.75 for this amount. So Etsy's fantastic. You can always find mystic shops online as well. You can always buy the plants and harvest them yourself as well. I have a lemon balm plant. She's not doing fantastic right now, but she'll get over it. She'll make it. So here is the bag with the cat's claw, the mugwort, and the black tea. So pop that in there. So I don't actually know what cat's claw is supposed to look like once it hits hot water. So we're going to learn this kind of like I did the lemon balm. It's probably going to be a lighter tea. Probably going to smell a little bit woodsy because that's how the bark smells. Ooh, that smells really good actually. And then we're going to pour this one. It's going to be a little bit darker. Obviously, I've got black tea in there. Yeah, a little bit more water. So same as the lemon balm, the cat's claw said to let it sit for 10-15 minutes. Again, however long you let your tea sit, it's going to depend on how strong you want it. And so your desired strength, how much you want out of it. Ooh, that's a little bit darker than I thought it was going to be. That's kind of cool. So on and so forth. Everything I said with the lemon balm tea. How long you let it sit is going to depend. I usually let mine sit about 5 minutes-ish or so. So we're going to let these sit. I'm I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't wholly easy to find a whole lot of information on here, but more information is gonna be put into my write-up that you guys are gonna read before you see this video, instead of just me talking about it. Partially because I don't have a whole lot of time to do this right now, and partly because I'm starting to lose my voice again because of work. Work, allergies. So this is gonna be a very nice color, actually. It's darker than the lemon balm was. Lemon balm looked more like chamomile. But this one kind of reminds me of like an apple cider looking tea. You know? It's got that kind of, woo. Got that reddy look. Which actually makes sense because the bark's kind of a reddish color. Reddish brownish. I really don't want to just sit here for 5 minutes while I let this sit though. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I don't let my tea sit that long. I just press out whatever I want and roll with it. This is another tea that if you want the effects to last more than just like drinking it, and you want to use it as a supplement to helping with like RA or whatnot, this is going to be a tea you need to drink multiple times. So either once a day, 3 times a day, but do it like every day to be able to get the effects and have them stick with you. So, my time is up. The boyfriend is home. This one I'm going to taste, and I will let you know how it tastes in the write-up. And same thing with this one. They need to sit a little bit longer. But that's how you make them. I'll let you guys know how they taste and if it's something that I would drink that often. And that's it.